That's hey. Attack the battle, the sweet of the victory, victory, yes. Now left my culture, me know I history, yeah. Attack the battle, the sweet of the victory, victory, yes. Now left my culture, me know I history, yeah. One coke of fully basket. Now go see me goal in the earth and pass it. Tilt up the food so me carry go a market. We sell it off when that's how we get the profit. Ooh, not come easy yet. Room might be ranky, but we still got step. I fish about me, I fish, but I swear, Nas don't win a hand, but no jog of fret, yes. Attack the battle, the sweet of the victory, victory, yes. I left my culture with no history, yes. Life is ain't no bed of rose. It's not the way you spread your bed and put on your clothes. All these things you really got to know. You really got to know your friend different from your foes. Woo. Yes, in life you got ups and downs, but you can't let the obstacle get you down.
Street vibe, guys, in Jamaica here. It's Marwa. Even my sister is coming to check what's going on here. The victory! Victory! Them bad!
So nice, so beautiful chica. Juice, I want to buy just watch her. Okay. 360 man, make people them see you. See you roll up.
She gave us a 360, guys, you know. Hey, come get some one juice for me. I buy you one. Okay, right, tell her I buy her one juice.
Want a juice? I wish one want, baby. Want a jump plum?
No,
we're gonna buy you one. Yeah.
Those are ours.
Guys, we are buying a local Jamaican lady here some juice after she joined our vibe, street vibe. Guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is the Jamaican people. If you've never seen Jamaican people, now you've seen. And remember to follow my brother here. Actually, this is his YouTube channel.
Yeah, Jamaican Walk By.
Yeah, I was actually connected by him. Wagwan. Me, Kenya. How do you say I'm from Kenya, man?
Just like that.
Me, Kenya.
No,
from Kenya?
Yeah.
Yes, I come from Kenya.
Me come from Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come from Kenya.
Come from
and
Kenya.
You?
Yeah, so she's Jamaican.
No, how do you say and you? In
just like what you said.
Oh, and you. Yeah. She's calling someone. Okay, how much is it, my friend? You wanna pay and go?
8 and 3 and 3, 6, 14.
So first you come to Jamaica?
17. Yeah,
1700.
1700. Okay, thank you. Yeah, first time in Jamaica. You have some questions?
No, second time in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah. Second time. Second time. You have some question for me?
Maybe we to Kenya.
Oh, she wanna...
Say it again?
You from Kenya?
No, me Jamaica, man. Real Jamaican this. Yeah, me Jamaica Walk By YouTube channel. I am Marwa.
I think
from Kenya.
She said I take her to Kenya, or it's me who I had back.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah.
We
so
go to Kenya?
Huh?
She said something like that. Like I take her to Kenya.
Yeah, you want to take me to Kenya with you?
Oh man, I found a Jamaican lady here. She just asked me if I want to take her to Kenya with me.
Our good pick, you know. We say, I say like them car, you know. Nice and neat, you're there in our leggings. Come on, roll out, roll in for shape and bag of something. Yeah. That's all, no?
She asked me if I could take her to Kenya, bro. Yeah. See, one day. I don't know if saying one day is bad, but there's more hope. Okay?
So when you're going back to Kenya?
Yeah, man.
End of this month. True. I'm from Kenya, look. It's right here. Kenya. You know? Africa. Yeah, a lot. Let me greet you so you feel connection.
It's better than Jamaica.
Is that, you know, Africa is so big, you're gonna enjoy it, different places. Yeah. Do you wanna go?
Well, yeah. But I don't think I ever wanted to go to Kenya.
Africa, yeah.
Like Nigeria. I always like Nigeria.
You like Nigeria more?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see where he's from? Where he's from is a different type of thing than what we see on TV.
Yeah, you're from the part like where you see fly them.
No, man.
No.
Nice place.
I see people them
suffer.
No.
To make it look like that's how the place stays.
So guys, she thinks like Kenya, people are suffering, there's a lot of flies. My home so beautiful. I show you on YouTube. I show you right now. Let me show her right now on.
Nice
on
house, beautiful place.
Yeah, let me show her Kenya. You watch my YouTube after this, you love Kenya. You wanna go? She wants to go to Kenya, but she's afraid it could be poor. Look, Kenya. Look here. Look. Kenya. Wait. Let me show you. Not this one. Look, beautiful. My internet. Look, Kenya. Beautiful.
Pretty place.
Pretty. Look, beautiful.
Peace and love, African family. Peace, love, and sunlight. This is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa family. I just want to react to Ayamara video in Jamaica family. He's actually in Jamaica and he's enjoying Jamaica. And you know, guys, I just want to actually thank Wadamaya. You know what I mean? Actually thank and praise to Wadamaya for showing us Africa, because you know, I can see the interaction with Maro and that girl. I'm sure you watched the video and how she think about Africa. It's so, I'm saying to myself, like, you know, people is so naive, you know what I mean? It's like the media paint Africa black. They paint Africa black. And I'm telling you, family, is we now have to come back. We are the new Marcus Garvey coming back, family, trying to actually share, you know what I mean, this information with you guys, so you guys can actually understand and know that, you know what I mean, Africa is the place to be, and Africa is the continent that actually supply, you know, all the minerals and all the everything that actually the Western world is using. It's come from Africa, family. So, you know what I mean, this is video, when I see that girl, how she talk about Africa and stuff, and saying, you know, the kids with the flies. I used to have the same mentality, you know what I mean? And it was not until I actually start to travel and I actually get introduced to Wadamaya. And I watch Ghana, I watch the videos about Ghana, and then I start to watch, even Ayamara I used to watch too, you know what I mean? I used to watch his videos and stuff. But as you know, he actually just travel outside and stuff. You know, really show nothing like that, like, you know, like what Wadamaya show. And in life, family, you have to have the balance. You know, you want to travel around the world and show other things and stuff like that. And then Wadamaya want to stay in Africa and show Africa. And I really appreciate him for that, family. Because if it wasn't for Wadamaya, family, I wouldn't be here on the continent today. I wouldn't be here. I'm telling you, family, I wouldn't be here. Because it was in the pandemic, everywhere shut down, and Africa was the only place open up. And I said to myself that, you know, maybe this is the time for me to go. You know, I make a trip to Ghana. I know nobody. All I know is my Airbnb host, and that was it, family. And you know, I need to tell you guys the full story why I actually get to actually come to Africa, family. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, I was saying to myself, you know, when I tell people my story, they think I'm a crazy. You know what I mean? But I honestly believe it was for me just saying peace and love, African family, peace, love, and sunlight. You know what I mean? It was just me saying these words, and I think those words actually, you know, turn into meaning. And no matter what, I would have to be on the continent. I would have to raise a family on the continent. I have to do that because that's what I've been preaching. That's what I've been saying, family. So, you know, for me to be on the continent, when I tell people my story, they're surprised because they can't expect somebody to get up and do something so crazy. You know what I mean? I know nobody, and I just get up and just come to Africa. And, you know what I mean? And Africa is now my home. I have a wife, I have a kid, I have a family here. And I'm living life normal, you know, even better than how I live in Jamaica, family. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I give it up for Wadamaya. Wadamaya actually, you know what I mean, bridge the gap, is the new Marcus Garvey. You know, and if you hear his testimonials, almost every African who come back to Africa, you know, say they watch Wadamaya videos. And that is like life-changing. That is value. You're bringing value to people. You're inspiring people to come back home, to come back to the most important continent. Without Africa, the world would have suffer. And you know what I mean? You have to understand why you think the media have to paint Africa black. Because they don't want black people to come back. And you know, black people is the larger population in the world. And if all black people unite and say, this is our home, we're coming back, you know, the whole world will collapse. You know what I mean? Black people is the one that is doing all the hard jobs and the small jobs and the low paying jobs in other countries to keep the country running, family. You know, the world is you know, once the colonizer then bring in money and, you know what I mean, and all of these industrialization, the world now is run on people. And as you know, guys, the statistics show that Africa is the youngest population, you know, with the most, you know, population that can put to labor, the youngest population that they can put to labor, that is ready to work and get things done, family. All these other nations is actually aging and retirement. Africa has the highest birth rate. Africa has the most mineral. No continent has more mineral than Africa. Why you think all of these proxy war and fight and going on, all of these other countries want to actually influence Africa and all of these small. Why you think Africa is cut up like that? Why you think it is? Why you think Africa is not like Europe and the US, borderless, one passport, everything? Why it's like that? Because they have to do that to keep the world like balanced. They have to do that so they can, those other countries can sustain, have sustainable, you know what I mean? Why you think the French and all of these things peg the currency to African currency, and actually you have to deposit, you know, your money in their banks and stuff, and you have to sign contract. If you want to be independent, you have to sign a contract to ship the minerals at a certain price, ship the raw material, and then process it there and send it back. Give you total and shell and all of these things. All of these companies should be owned by Africans. All of these things should be owned by Africans, and then they actually sell it to other country out there. You know, every resources that Africa have, the end product should actually make in Africa, and then Africa, these other countries now want to actually do business with us, and we sell it to them and keep Africa rich. Every citizen in Africa, just like how Libya used to run, that's how Africa should run. Everybody have free education, free housing, free everything, because the minerals is there for the people them to benefit from it. You know what I mean? You know, so it's just that Africa is behind and we're still fighting. You know what I mean? It's neo-colonialism, you know what I mean? So it's like a different level. So it take time, you know, for we to peel off these things to get Africa as one, borderless United States of Africa. No, so it takes time, family, and time is the master of all, and you can't actually, you know what I mean, fight time. You cannot find nature. You know, if everybody actually move from a piece of land and leave it, nature will take its course, and that's just what nature is doing, family. So I actually respect Wada Maya for sharing these things, because I used to think the same way too when I watch the TV and see how the kids suffer in poverty and all kind of thing. And if you live the reality in life, you know, Africa, you cannot suffer in Africa. You know what I mean? Once you understand health, understand the right food, you cannot suffer. You know what I mean? I'm in Jamaica, and you tell like you suffer in Jamaica, but you cannot suffer in Africa if you know the right food. Some foods, there's variety of foods that people eat here. Food that you never know you could eat. Even pumpkin leaf we don't eat in Jamaica, and them eat it here. All of these greens, all of these things, all of these, you know what I mean, amaranth and ugali and all kind of these things, you know what I mean. All of these things is like they get the thing from Africa, and they actually, you know, package it and put the country name on it, you know, product of Europe. But it's not really come from Europe. It come from Africa, and then they get the raw material and then produce it there. So without Africa, everything suffer. Every country suffer, family. So, you know, I just want you guys to understand that if you're a Jamaican watching this, and you think Africa is just like, you know, a small thing. It's a big thing. It's just the media downplay it down so much that you don't even want to come. You know what I mean? You don't even want to come and see what it's like. You know what I mean? But trust me, we are getting there, and the new Marcus Garvey, we are sharing truth, and we are sharing it to the people, family. So this is Danke Roo from Jam Tours Africa, family. I hope that, you know, you'll share this video so you can, you know, see how other people, or Jamaicans, maybe people in Jamaica who don't research and maybe just stuck on the media. And that's the thing, family. The media is not a good thing, family. The media is not a good thing. And you have to go through personal development, self-development, self-teach, start teaching yourself new things. You know what I mean? Don't depend on somebody to show you something on the internet, you believe it and stuff, and show you something on CNN. All of these things is CNN, you know, the news, American news. They are the one that share all of these things. I used to watch BBC and all BBC Africa. That's all they show, family. They don't show the big city of Nairobi. They don't show you the apartments. They don't show you that, you know, you can live like in Africa just like you live normal in any country. You know, if you have the resources and if you plan yourself right, you can live normal. You know, all they show is the village and people. You know what I mean, suffering, and they are the one who create all of these things so people can suffer in Africa. All of these things is created. It's a creation of things, family. You know what I mean. So guys, this is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa. I don't want this video to be long. I'm out. One love, jobless. I'm wearing clothes from Tanzania, family. Clothes from Tanzania. I'm out. One love.